Hey, it's time for the Midweek Lift. I always get excited every week for this, and I hope you do too. We are looking at Psalm 119 this week in our Words of Grace book. Trey Shelton did a really cool Devo on it, so I pray and I hope you'll look at that. One of the things about Psalm 119, you may notice, is it's really, really long, and it's actually an acrostic poem. So there are all these stanzas, and each stanza is named after a letter in the Hebrew alphabet. And it just goes through the whole alphabet, and every line in that stanza starts with that letter. So the first stanza is, like Aleph, and every line in that starts with that. Now, I don't read Hebrew, but the Hebrew scholars tell me that it's really beautiful. What I do know about Hebrew poetry is that it's all about balance, right? It's not a rhyme scheme. It's not Dr. Seuss. It's all about balance. And so there's different formulas, different parallelisms, different triadic formulas, but it always is supposed to balance perfectly. And one of the things that I would like to show you in it, and I don't know if this was the author's intent, but it's certainly there. And if you look at the balance aspect, oftentimes in Hebrew poetry, the beginning and the end meet together. So the very first lines of Psalm 119 are, "How blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord." Let me read it again. "How blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord." So if you walk in the way of God and follow his law and your way is blameless, you're blessed. But flip all the way to the end, the whole alphabet later, very end of the psalm, last verse, 176. "I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I don't forget your commands." Let me something crazy. Let's just erase the middle for a second. And let's read that like it was one psalm. "How blessed are those whose walk is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant. Do not forget, for I do not forget your commands." Now, there's a lot of other good stuff in Psalm 119, so don't just do this and skip the middle. But in the beginning, there's a blessing for those who are able to blamelessly follow the Lord, whoever they are, the ones who never make mistakes, right? They're blessed because following the law of the Lord has its own rewards, its own natural rewards. You do things God's way, things work better, right? You're honest, people trust you. You're faithful, you have a better marriage. Doing things God's way works. But for those of us who are a little intimidated by that because we know ourselves and we know that we've messed up, there's a line of hope. I've gone astray. I've gone off the path. I'm like a lost sheep. I haven't been blameless. Seek me, because I have not forgotten your commands. I'm just a little lost. What a beautiful story to recognize there is blessing in doing things God's way, but also that we have a God who seeks us when we lose our way. I think that's kind of a neat little thing you see spanning from the beginning of the end to Psalm 119. Maybe that's something you can take with you this week. Maybe it'll encourage you. I hope you read the whole psalm. It's really worth it. Have a great week.